The first scream came from the house across the street. Then the lights went out. Every single one. Mine, the neighbors, even the street lamps. For a second, the whole neighborhood was swallowed by dark, and in the middle of it, I saw a face glowing in orange light. A pumpkin's face, smiling at me from my kitchen window. That's how my Halloween night began. And by morning, that pumpkin wasn't just smiling anymore. It was breathing. I'd carved it a few hours earlier, around 9 p.m. It was for the annual scariest jack-o'-lantern contest in our small town. Nothing fancy, just a community thing, but I wanted to win this time. So I decided to make it perfect, realistic, almost human. I bought the pumpkin from a roadside stand on the way home from work. The man selling them didn't even look up when I handed him cash. He just said, "Pick carefully. Some faces don't like being carved twice." I laughed it off. Probably a weird Halloween joke, but now I wish I'd listened. At home, I set the pumpkin on the kitchen table. It was huge, smooth, no cracks, no dents, but when I touched it, I swear I felt warmth, like skin, and under my palm, a faint pulse. I told myself it was just my imagination. Turned on some music, got out my carving knife, and started working. The smell hit me first. It wasn't the normal pumpkin smell. This was thick and sour, like meat gone bad. When I opened the top, the inside was black instead of orange. The seeds looked shriveled, and the flesh wet, almost like it had bled. I gagged, but I kept carving. The face started taking shape. 2 eyes, a long grin. Every cut seemed to go deeper than I meant it to, like the knife was being pulled in. When I stepped back, the grin looked wrong, too wide, too human. Then I heard it. A faint hiss. The candle I'd placed inside flickered to life on its own. I froze. The air grew cold, like someone had opened a freezer behind me. Nice. Smile. The whisper came from the pumpkin. At first, I thought it was the wind, until it said my name. Evan. I stumbled backward, hitting the counter. The radio on the shelf turned on by itself, blaring static. Through the noise, I heard a voice, the same slow whisper. "You took my face." The pumpkin's grin started to move. The skin around the mouth rippled, stretching wider. And as the candlelight flickered inside it, I saw something. Eyes. Real, wet eyes forming behind the carved holes. I ran to the sink and threw water on it. The flame didn't go out. The light just grew brighter, like it was feeding on the water. Then came the sound, a wet crack, like bone snapping. The grin widened until it nearly split in half. The pumpkin was breathing. I bolted for the door, but when I grabbed the handle, it was hot, burning hot. Smoke was pouring from the kitchen table now. The pumpkin wasn't melting. It was changing. The grin shifted upward, and slowly, the face became mine. Same mouth, same eyes. Even the scar on my lip from when I fell off my bike as a kid. My phone buzzed, a text from my friend, Max. "Dude, your porch pumpkin looks insane. It's got your face on it." My hands went cold. I hadn't put any pumpkin on my porch. I turned toward the window. Outside, through the glass, a glowing jack-o'-lantern sat by the railing, grinning. Its flickering light made it look alive. Then the one inside, the one on my table, went dark, completely out. And in that silence I heard footsteps on the porch. Slow, heavy, wet. Someone knocked. 3 slow knocks. Then, from outside, "Evan." My voice, perfectly copied. I grabbed a knife and backed toward the hallway. The knocking stopped. Then came a scrape, wood dragging on wood. I peeked out the window, heart pounding. The pumpkin on the porch was gone, but the door handle was turning. "Stay away!" I shouted. The door creaked open an inch. Smoke drifted inside, orange and black, thick like fog. And through it, I saw that glowing grin again. Closer now, almost level with my eyes. "Give it back," it whispered. Its mouth moved with the words, but I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. The last thing I remember is the flame, bright, blinding, swallowing everything. When I woke up, it was morning. The lights were on. The kitchen table was clean. No pumpkin, no knife, nothing. But when I looked in the mirror, my reflection smiled before I did. I don't know what's inside me now. Every night I feel it watching from behind my eyes, waiting for Halloween. So if you carve a pumpkin this year, and the face starts to look too familiar, stop carving. Don't light the candle. And whatever you do, don't let it say your name. Because once it does, you'll never get your face back. Tell us in the comments. Would you still carve a pumpkin this Halloween night? Pumpkin.